Hello, hello, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever your time schedule in the world. My name is Giras Mufo. I'm called Mufo Money in the TBC community. Or call me Infinite Mufo Money. Yeah, we are here on our usual rendezvous, which started on Monday. We promise to be here every evening as from 6 p.m. West African time to talk to you about TBC and talk to you about the realities of which we have. And I said this live is always well favored to those who are the people that are brought to TBC. Give you the greatest advantage, but any other person that is of the TBC community, you're still welcome to this live show. And I said, well, this live show for the first weeks is run from Monday to Friday at 6 p.m. West Central African time. I will demonstrate the concept of what is mass adoption, bounty, and rotator, because these are the most captioned words of which we're running with the TBC community. But because before I start my in-depth presentation today, I will give a shout out to the TBC T-shirt committee that was elected just yesterday, guys. I give you appreciation, and we honored and are so grateful for you and your work and the admin of TBC for such a great initiative, which is put in place. And what is the TBC T-shirt committee all about? Is just a body of 7 people that have been put in place, of which they have to offer micro loans to those who are to bring out T-shirts of which is being written on them. I do not consent to tyranny. What about you? I do not consent to tyranny. And what about you? It is our own view in order to give a stand as far as the world activities of today are concerned. You know, the world is running through a scamdemic that does not have a name, and we need to participate in this in one way or the other. So we have deemed it necessary in the TBC community to have t-shirts being printed of which everyone is going to wear. I'm just being ready for the person that is going to start producing here. I'll get my own very quick, and all my lives you'll be seeing me with I do not consent to tyranny. And what about you? The way the world is going, the committee of the 300 have taken hostage the whole world on a certain C word and a certain virus that we don't know about. So, guys, that is the team that was elected yesterday, and that has been making news for quite a couple of days in the TBC community. We have been so focused on that, and it got hot yesterday by putting down a committee of 7 people with their chairs and their different respective status and functions. They went operational today with their first meeting. Bonjour, bonjour à toute la communauté francophone. C'est un immense plaisir pour moi de vous avoir sur ce live ce soir. Je le fais toujours à partir de 18h, l'heure de l'Afrique de l'Ouest et de l'Afrique centrale. Et prioritairement, ce live est organisé pour les gens qui sont les fioles que moi je les ai amenés dans TBC, et pourquoi pas d'autres membres de la communauté TBC qui peuvent être ici pour poser les questions. Je serai toujours ravi pour les répondre. Le corps de cette présentation chaque jour, c'est de parler de quoi est le mass adoption, le bounty et le rotator, parce que voilà les éléments phares pour atteindre l'objectif de TBC pour cette année, qui est d'atteindre 1 milliard de membres dans le monde entier qui ont un compte TBC. Donc, ici, je veux utiliser l'anglais et le français, mais la plupart du temps, je veux résumer en français. Mais s'il y a un invité qui parle français, on peut basculer totalement en français, comme pour notre première édition, à mardi passé, on avait eu Madame Myriam. Elle était là et on a expliqué tout à elle en français. Okay, guys, back to your English, and we move on with the presentation of today. We say we'll be talking about mass adoption, bounty, and rotator. And as I've been explaining, mass adoption in TBC is making TBC to be known around the whole world. We have as an objective, if you're new to the TBC community, is to permit people to have at least, want to have 1 million billionaires and 1 billion millionaires around the whole world. And these are the people that are to form the economy of TBC. But among these people, we have selected a certain number, which is called the 111,111, which are the people which are to run the TBC economy. And this 1,111 members are the members of the mass adoption. Mass adoption means that they are the ones to carry out the activities of TBC to make it to be massively accepted around the whole world. That is the whole concept of mass adoption. And this stands for a lot of obligations, a lot of work, but of which they also have what we call benefit in kind associated to this status and these obligations. So being a member of the mass adoption, you will benefit a whole lot. And the responsibility of being a member of the mass adoption team now, as I'm speaking, is only to accept to pay your 8 grains of gold of activation of your back office in this month of May. That is the only condition in this month of May that will make you to be a member of the mass adoption team. So if you're to be a member of the mass adoption team this month of May, the only thing you have to do is to pay your 8 grains of gold. The 8 grains of gold, which is around $25 to $28, depending on the value of the grain of gold. You can go to the currency calculator. In the KCBO, that is your Kringle back office, you're going to have the right calculation there. And that is what is making you to remain on the mass adoption team as of now. From the month of June, July, other requirements are going to come up, and you need to respect those requirements. The requirements for June were already voted by the mass adoption team since before the end of this month. And there is an advantage, which is that advantage of this month that has been given to everyone. If you're new, old, or you have never been on Team A, this is the opportunity for you to do everything just to activate your back office field to be in Team A. So guys, do everything to be in Team A and benefit from this advantage of the month of May that has been offered to you guys. Do everything. This month of May is the only last occasion for you to remain on the mass adoption team without you having any other requirement. The only requirement, pay your activation fee for this month of May. I can see we have a guest already on the show. I can see Teken Moise. Teken Moise, I can see you. If you're ready and your mic is ready, I can bring you on the show and you can say 1 or 2 things before we go to the subject proper of the live of today. So I want to bring you up. Oh, Teke Moise has gone up. It's connection problem. No problem. Okay, I can see also in the chat of the live we have the great Terusha Tinde from the Republic of Nigeria. This is one of the great broadcasters of the community that is doing it and rocking it very high. Terusha Tinde, wherever you are, I greet you, sir, and I say kudos for the work you're doing to the community. Your work is awesome, man. You came by medals, but you're doing great more than us. We are taking our step gradually, and we are doing it as we are serving the whole community. So that is all about mass adoption. But now let's go to Bounty, and a little bit I will try to revise the registration process of new people in the TBC community, because a good number of people have a lot of problems when it comes to registration. So I will take you along to revise the registration process with you, and by so doing, I will talk also about Bounty and talk again about the rotator, man. The rotator is kicking on, and the figures are keep popping up, man. So the rotator will be the last thing that we'll talk about, because it's the most exciting and the thing that is so sweet in TBC now. Okay, let me share my screen, and we are going to go directly. I said to revise the registration process. If you're new into TBC and you want, or you're registering somebody new into TBC, the thing that you need to do first is you go to kringle.catch. This is where we have you type Kringle. I think my account has already been opened. Let me see what we can do. I will try to open my account, and a lot of people have a lot of problems entering their account. So this is the opening page of the Kringle Private Society. Now, in this opening page of the Criminal Crisis Society, you have these sub menus. You have COVID-19. We are not talking about COVID. COVID is what? It's a pure scam. We have already defeated that. We are no more looking at it. And you have login. Login is where you enter. You have goodwill. You have merchant locations. In the TBC group today, Facebook group, this group, I heard a lot of people talking about merchants. They don't know where to get merchants. If you're watching or you're watching this video, you can tell them this is where merchant location is. You can click on merchant location. You put the name of your country, you put the name of your state or your province or region, and you're going to have the merchants of your area that are listed here. Now, since I'm going to show you how to register somebody, I'll click on login. And login is going to lead me directly to this entering page, of which I need to put my username and my password. My username and my password is already there. And also, I had somebody today that was saying that his account was showing unmatched credentials. If you have a problem with unmatched credentials, you can come here and you look for the appropriate paragraph that has to do with credentials, and you can pay your back office for your back office to be open. So if you have problems that has to do with, if you would like to make your KCBO payment and are having difficulty with facial recognition, please click here to log and permit to make payment and remain on team A. So you can always use this one for all members that are having problems that have to do with facial recognition to enter the account. So I'm going to enter my account right now, and I'm going to do my facial verification before I enroll into my account. And I've always said it, once this is my face. Now, once your face pop up, you should make sure that you have a lot of lighting around you. And once you have a lot of lighting around you, you stabilize your face and you remain in this square and you click on short. When you click on the shot is taken, and you click on verify, and it's going to take you in. So that is how you do your facial verification to enter your account. And many people have asked why admin is sticking on this idea of facial verification. This idea of facial verification will permit your account not to be hacked. If you don't use this facial verification, or others are arguing that why are we using it, is for you to have one account is equivalent to one face. And once you use your face, no other person can gain access to your account. And you know we are going to be having more than $500,000 in bounties by the end of the year or coming next year. So you will not have hackers run against your account to pick your money. This is a double making in one, in such a way that the security should be reinforced before the time. We applaud and we are so grateful to the admin of TBC for spending money like this in order to secure our KCBO account. Guys, if you don't know how it is so precious to secure your account. So now this is my back office. This is my mass adoption number. I am a mass adoption number 86 out of 21,986. Now, I said I wish to show you how to do the registration of a new somebody. Now, once you open your back office, if you're new and you get yourself registered, you open your back office, you go to marketing, and you look at referral link. When you click on referral link, it's going to give you these two links. The first link is for you to register an individual, and the second link is for you to register a merchant, somebody that is coming in as a merchant. I copy this and I go to a new menu and I get it register. I paste it on a new menu. Pop. That is it on a new menu. And being on a new menu right now, I have the possibility to register somebody new. And guys, you have these 4 stages to run across to register a new person. And once you're coming in, it's always good to read this. And it says you have a choice when you join TBC. Positioning is everything. Even when all of the mass adoption team spots are filled, it still makes sense to go after the best position you can get by paying the admin fee upfront. People do fall off the A team, and when they do, someone from the B team that is meeting the requirements would take their place on the A team. This replacement process is done on a first in, first out with those meeting the requirements. People fall off at the A team because they fail to meet the requirements to stay there. If a person falls from the A team to the B team, it is permanent and there is no way back to the A team. So these conditions are telling you that if you choose to be in the A team, it's not compulsory. It is willingly, and know you are to respect the conditions of the A team in order to remain in the A team. But if you're coming when the A team is already full, it is still good to come in by your 8 grains of gold payment in order to be in position to replace those who are going to fall off from the A team. And guys, join for free. You can still join for free or join paying the 8 grains admin fee for the best positioning. Now, for you to get registered, this is what you do. Please detail on the mass adoption team and the rotator. So you can read on the mass adoption team and the rotator here. Now you come down here, you place your email here. And to know the monthly fee of 8 grains, you can click on the currency calculator here. It's going to calculate it to you and it's going to show you the amount. If we take the currency calculator here, I have it already open here. Let me show you the amount that is going to figure out. 8 grains of gold right now, as I'm talking, the currency calculator is $28.928. This is the amount that you need to use as 8 grains of gold to activate your account. So there is no reason of saying whatsoever there. Now you verify the person that is registering you is your sponsor. The sponsor here is Mufo Gildas Emei is the name of the sponsor. Now, once you place your email here, you place an email here, you can choose any of these options. And the best options here is bulk credit. Bulk credit, when you click on bulk credit, the person of which the link you're using is going to go in his bulk credit and use them to activate your account. And once you click here and put your email and you click on step 2, continue to step 2, they are going to ask you to inform that person to activate your account. And the person who is going to go into his account and is going to do what we call activate registration. Let me try to show it to you. He's going to come here, directly here, approve registration credit. That is, he's going to come here and your registration credit is going to be approved. Your name is going to appear, approve and decline. He can either decline or he can either approve. That is where you approve registration. And once it is approved, you stand now the position to do what? To move to the next stage, which is to do your facial verification. And if you have problem doing your facial verification, there is a video here of Tindy, the great Tindy, the Tibetian, that is explaining you how to do your facial verification. You click on it, you go through it, it's going to help you to do that. And once you finish making your facial verification, you complete your registration. It's just to put what your name, your username, your password, and you select your country and you verify your password and you click on submit. I'm not a robot, and you click on submit. That is how you gain access to the KCBO. And once you are in the KCBO, this is the interface that you're going to have. And please always go to your profile when you come new to do what? To complete your 3 security questions. Always come here to complete your 3 security questions. That is, you need to complete these 3 security questions and you click on update in order for you to have full access to your back office. So that is what you need to always do all the time when you come in. Okay, that is it for the registration of a new person, because I believe a good number of people have told me that they really have difficulties doing that. It is new. It's just because of the facial verification that is bringing a little bit of trouble to people that are not yet used to, and it's very simple. It's very simple and straightforward. So that is that for registration of new members. So now let's move on to another element, which was I said I was to explain bounties, and from bounties to explain the rotator, because the rotator is something that most people need to understand what the rotator is all about, and need to really know what to do with the rotator. Okay, I'm back and I see that my chat has also been increased by a good number of people. Risha, Wadrego Risha, you're there. I greet you. How is TBC rocking there in Cote d'Ivoire? I believe you people are doing it greatly there in Cote d'Ivoire. So that is the registration process that I've just shown. Let me try to explain to you now bounties and rotator, because bounties is the sweetest area of TBC. And bounties, how do you get bounties? Let me try to share my screen to show you how you get bounties. For you to get bounties, you need to register somebody. And once you register somebody that has paid his account, immediately you're going to be shown bounties in your account. Let me show you what bounties look like. Now, here is account. You come to bounty, and before you come to bounty, guys, always make sure that you have edit the registration of your Bitcoin wallet, because this Bitcoin wallet that I post here is what is being used in order to pay me. And to have this Bitcoin wallet, you need to go to blockchain. You create a blockchain wallet account, and you take the request address and you paste it here. And you cannot change this address without help desk permission, because this is still a measure of security. Now, that being that, let me take you to the position of bounty, show you bounties, and explain to you what bounties are all what bounties are all about. Now, bounties dealers. Now, talking to you about boundary dealers, I know this is very old information for all TBCians. Bounties, these two guys, Ronald Chofo and G. Emmanuel, they are my downlines. These guys are people that activated their accounts for this month of May. Everybody that activated his account for this month of May that has used my referral link in order to get registered into TBC, I receive 50% of the 8 grains of gold of activation. I just showed to you, which is making roughly $28. In the average of $28, which is $14, is going to come to me. So these guys, as you're seeing, these two guys have received half of their activation fee. That is what is called bounty. Bounty means a gift that I gain due to me permitting these two guys to come registered into the TBC community. So that is the advantage for you, permitting people to get registered into the TBC community using your link. Once they use your link, you stand to gain bounties. And these bounties, as you're seeing, guys, I can either collect it in my Bitcoin wallet and exchange it for cash directly that I can use to pay my bills, use in order to feed myself, use in order to pay my data or whatsoever. Or I can redeem it for bulk that I can use in order to register a new person that is coming. I just have one guy today that he's about to send his money for bulk, and I'm going to click and use a bulk to pay him. And then I can redeem a part to pay my monthly fee charges for TBC. So you can see these are the list of the different withdrawals that I've already carried out. So that is bounty. I will keep explaining this bounty because people are asking a lot of questions about it, and people don't know that people are trying to invest money to gain Bitcoin. But us in TBC, we register people that pay us in Bitcoin. Is that not marvelous? I don't invest in any platform to earn Bitcoin, but I sit and I register people that pay me in Bitcoin. Guys, so awesome. It's so sweet. And we like it a lot, and we are so privileged, and we are so happy. We are so grateful for the admin of TBC to giving such an initiative, which is really permitting us to really make both ends to meet, and we are rocking it really great in the TBC community. Somebody saying TBC is not good or TBC is a scam is because they don't know. Those who say they are scam, they don't even I'm not sure they don't have an account. I'm not sure they have tested bounty. Now let's talk about the great of the great, which is what? The rotator. The rotator in TBC is what? The rotator. Most people, what I've come to learn with the TBC community is that people lack information, and at times when they have information, they don't verify the information to see the authenticity of this information and the true worth of what the information carries. People have talked to others about rotator, but since they have not seen a rotator, they don't know what a rotator looks like. They have never come in contact with a rotator. They just believe from the words they heard, and that is all. Guys, rotator is mind-blowing. Rotator is the turning point for the mass adoption team in TBC. Guys, I've never seen something as such. I was even glad when I was talking about the bounty, but this is going to be the super huge in the TBC community, because only for a couple of days that this thing was launched, you can look at what I already earned as Bitcoin, guys. Look at what I've already earned at the Bitcoin. Let's go to preview to make it you see the value in terms of dollars that I've already earned. You see, guys, you see where I'm already 9.177. That is what I'm earning on the rotator. The rotator is what? It is a system put in place by the admin of TBC for the 1,111 members that are to be those to manage the TBC community, to refund them or fund them, pardon, by giving them a certain percentage of the activation fees of the different members of the TBC community in order for them to finance their activities, in order to keep on sharing the message of TBC and permit TBC to attain its economy phase. We talked of mass adoption, meaning that the mass adoption of TBC will attain by the members of the mass adoption. And this is part of the funding available to them to use in order to carry out that mass adoption. And this is only spitting out 10% now, and probably by the end of this year and coming January next year, these amounts will be almost getting to $500,000 in Bitcoin. Man, it's crazy. I don't know where and what you can do for this couple of months, and you will start earning this. And this is weighing of our shoulders, because we need to do the work that be by bringing in new people into the community, by permitting everyone to pay his activation fees and do what is necessary. So this is the money that will be earning from the rotator coming the end of this year or coming early January of next year. That is what we call rotator, and that is what we are earning. You have seen the amount of which I'm earning, and you have seen what it is to be part of the mass adoption team and maintain your position in the mass adoption team in order to be earning like others that are on the mass adoption team. Meaning that what each member of the mass adoption team, as I'm speaking now, has that same amount in their back office that have just paid only their activation fee for this month. All what you need this month, the only conditions or requirements for this month is only to pay your TBC activation fee for your Kringle back office. That is all you need for this month. Coming next month, the requirements are going to be stepping up a little bit, and they are going to be very minimal. For new somebody, you have the whole month of June to bring in at least 2 sign-ups, 2 people that would be able to activate their back office, and you are going home with the increased value of the money that is being spit out by the rotator. Guys, those are the 3 areas, those are the 3 points of which I will be explaining, detailing, answering questions, and going further to explain certain things as those 3 areas are concerned. I will never get tired to talk about mass adoption, bounty, and rotator. I will keep telling you, asking your questions, and showing you what to do in order to maintain your position and meet up with the requirements that have to do with the mass adoption team. So guys, those are the realities of the mass adoption team as far as we are concerned now. Now, the floor is open. If you are anywhere, you are in the chat, or you are watching me from somewhere and you have a question that is relating these 3 areas, or a question that is particular on TBC, I'll be ready to answer, because we are with the admin of TBC every day as from 8 a.m. West and Central African time, and we are talking with the admin all the time. And I believe some of the questions that are baffling you may not baffle us, because we have the answers to such questions every day. So guys, if you have a problem with face verification, you can go to Facebook and you talk with Starlot. Me, I have already a particular relation there, because I was to represent the French community. Since then, as far as helping people to do their facial verification is concerned. I'm also there. You can contact me. I will help you to link you directly with Starlot, and it's going to ease the way you do it. And before you go to see Starlot for your visual verification problem, make sure you have sent a ticket, and make sure you have your email, your username, and your password ready hand, and you have screenshot of what is the problem, and you have the message directly that concerns the problem. And so she will do a short inquiry with you, and probably you will have a video call with her on Messenger, and she's going to see how she can reset your password or reset your picture for your face verifications. So guys, this is all for today, and tomorrow I will still be here and it will still be the same topic, but we are going to go a little bit in depth to explain details to people on how to move further with the TBC Kringle back office. There's a lot of changes and a lot of things there to explain to each other, and your questions are going to push me further to go more deep, to bring you more other things as far as explaining TBC is concerned. I'm so grateful for all those who have been on my live and those who are to watch this video. I've been down for quite a while, but I'm back, and I'm back there 6 p.m. every day from Monday to Friday. You will have me here on the Mufos live show, and we are rocking it high in the TBC community. So guys, if there is no question, and the French community, if you're there, bonsoir, bonjour. On est à la fin de cette phase, de cette numéro aujourd'hui. Comme je le disais, chaque jour, je suis là pour expliquer ce que c'est que le mass adoption, ce que c'est que le bounty et ce que c'est que le rotator, pour vous permettre de comprendre tous les éléments nécessaires pour rester sur le mass adoption type, parce que les conditions et les éléments requis changent au fur et à mesure. Pour ce mois de mai, il n'y a qu'une seule condition. Vous activez votre Kringle Back Office en payant vos 8 grains d'or. Vous êtes membre de la équipe d'adoption de masse. Mais à partir de juin, on aura, pour rester dans l'équipe d'adoption de masse, il faut avoir 2 personnes. Il faut avoir 2 fioles qui, eux aussi, vont payer leur back office. Voilà la condition qui va vous permettre, à partir de juin, de rester. Et à partir de juillet, août, d'autres conditionnalités vont être là. C'est pour cela que j'ai décidé de commencer ce mois de mai comme c'est le mois de grâce pour toute personne, nouveau, ancien, tout le monde qui n'a jamais activé son compte. Ce mois de mai, c'est le mois pour activer votre compte et rester dans l'équipe A et profiter des bounties et profiter du rotator, comme je venais d'expliquer. Le rotator en train de vomir l'argent. Et je vous le dis, c'est quelque chose de tellement super, quelque chose de tellement joyeux. Et moi-même, je suis tellement joyeux par rapport à ce que je suis en train de voir dans mon back office. Je vous le dis, dites à tout le monde, à tous les autres, qu'à cause du confinement, ils ne sont plus concentrés. Avant qu'ils vont ouvrir les yeux, on serait déjà tellement loin. Ne ratez pas votre position dans le mass adoption. Votre position dans le mass adoption est capitale. Et ce qui vient de se passer avec la communauté de T-shirt, l'admin nous a dit que ce n'est que l'un parmi autant de différentes communautés et comités qu'on va élire dans TBC. Donc, restez à l'écoute, restez avec l'information de TBC. Je vous rassure que vous allez trouver une position qui sera la vôtre et qui va vous propager vers vos rêves. TBC, c'est plus que de l'or. TBC, c'est quelque chose de tellement génial. Donc, voilà une petite condensée de tout ce que j'ai eu à expliquer en anglais ce soir. Je l'ai dit, je serai là chaque jour à 18h, l'heure de l'Afrique centrale et de l'Afrique de l'Ouest, pour parler de 3 choses. Je peux jumeler d'autres choses, mais il y a 3 choses. Le mass adoption, le bounty et le rotator. Donc, voilà les choses que je dois faire tout pour expliquer chaque jour, parce que c'est les choses les plus essentielles dans la communauté TBC aujourd'hui. OK, quand je regarde mon chat, je vois que Auguste Hector était là. Auguste, c'est un grand leader dans la communauté. Je vous salue en passant et je suis tellement ravi que vous étiez dans mon live. Partagez cette vidéo si elle a été intéressante pour vous et invitez d'autres personnes à souscrire à mon channel YouTube et je serai toujours là pour vous servir. Si vous avez les questions par rapport à la vérification faciale, il faut me l'envoyer parce que quand même, j'ai une possibilité de vous aider plus directement avec Starlot, surtout la communauté francophone, parce que il y a beaucoup de gens qui ont des difficultés pour la traduction. Je suis là, j'ajoute ma modestie contribution pour vous aider à être en liaison avec Starlot et on peut résoudre votre problème directement. Donc, sur ce, je vous remercie et demain, même endroit pour une autre édition de TBC Mass Adoption Bounty Rotator Room 3. Tomorrow, bye-bye and see you. Stay safe and TBC is my birthright. TBC is your birthright. Bye-bye.